What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm out here in BGC in Taguig, right in the heart of the Philippines. You can see a lot of modern high-rise buildings over here. However, there's another neighborhood in the other side of SM Aurora Premier that I want to explore. It's called Pembo, and it's a huge contrast from all these beautiful skyscrapers that you see out here, But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of cool vibes out there. I've never been there. I've only passed by. But I'm gonna go deep inside the neighborhood to see what's going on. So I'm doing my intro here. You see the contrast, but we're gonna make it towards Pembo to see what's going on. So without further ado, join me. So this is like the ending or the beginning of BGC right here. Then I gotta get out the mall, exit across the highway, then I enter the other neighborhood that I want to explore, which is actually a barangay. So now I'm starting my route towards Pembo. You know you're gonna be there when you see a massive, tall building that's actually a hotel. And then this neighborhood, this barangay, is being like in dispute between the two municipalities of Makati and Taguig. But I think in 2021, I don't know, they got to an agreement, and then they returned Pembo to Taguig, which is right in the borderline. So I'm gonna walk deep inside. This is still part of BGC. You can see the high-rise buildings, but then ahead of me is where the vibes are gonna change. So I'm really excited. Gonna walk there, then probably hit Target Street, make a detour in San Paquita Street, and we'll see what's going on there, how the vibes change, what is around there, the people, how they live. So, it's gonna be actually really cool. This is Hotel 101, the fort. That's already Pembo. Now I gotta cross the street over here, so I just gotta be careful doing that. The traffic jam, once I start going deep inside there, that's, the heart of Pembo. So it doesn't seem like there's a sidewalk for me to walk around, but I'm up for the challenge. Just gonna do what the locals do. So I guess I go down the hill, but I think this is gonna be when I come back up, going up the cardio. So like I said, you never go hungry no matter where you walk out here. There's a lot of street food, there's a lot of good restaurants over there, and affordable price. Got more going on. Kind of gets me a little semi-vibe of Guadalupe, which I filmed a video over there. Just saw some nice looking apartments. So it's mostly a nice community out here. Literally, within the other side of BGC. So the thing is, even when you go to BGC, you pass around neighborhoods like this. There are different sets, but people seem to mostly focus in those areas. BGC is nice, but I think the real deal or the real vibes of the Filipino hospitality is in neighborhoods like this. Friendly locals, wow, they got an ice cream shop right here. It's really cool. Got the tricycles that would take you from one side to another one. I'm a little lost here. Where do I go? So there's an intersection right here. That is cool. I'll show you ahead of me. We got this over here, Target Range Boulevard. Just trying to see the map a little bit. This is San Paquita Street right here. This is cool. Then a little detour in the boulevard to see what's happening, and then I'm gonna make it back towards San Paquita, which is actually really cool. I want to show you over here what's behind me. It's like tiny alleyways. I think you could literally only fit the tricycle and a motorbike, but those are literally like people's houses. They live out there. There's another one over here. And it's actually really hot. I checked, it was 107 degrees. But I like how nice and well maintained they maintain the streets. Believe it or not, the street is actually clean. I'll show you. Pretty clean, but they got the wires, like we call the spaghetti wires. But yeah, they do a pretty good job to preserve the streets out here. It's pretty dope. And like I say, it's mostly people, kuyas, working hard every day. The street is actually nice. I want to check this side. And then you can see the tall buildings of BGC out there. So the contrast of the neighborhoods. Here it seems like they're fitting out this beautiful house, so that's really cool. Walking a little bit closer to show you the skyscrapers in the neighborhood, then I'm gonna turn back and make it towards San Paquita Street. Got more over here. Not gonna lie, I like the streets, how it looks like. And the sky, beautiful. The buildings are well developed. If you don't pay attention to the electric wires, you'll see how nice and developed the houses are over here. So, and then they got like the little alleyways you could shortcut from one side to another one. So that's really cool. Mahogany Street. Nice. And no matter where you go, the people are super respectful, As long as you respect them, they'll give you the respect back, and smile, greet them, say hi to them, and they'll give you one of the biggest smiles, and they want to have a conversation with you, So that's the beauty about the Filipino hospitality out here. And I'm gonna make it back towards the other side to see what else I can find out here in Pembo. It's over here. That's so cool, the bicycle, and yeah, you gotta have some strong legs to pull something heavy in a tool like that and have the balance of the bike. But they make it possible out here in the Philippines, even driving a motorbike, to carry passengers, at least 2 or 3 passengers, you gotta have a certain way of balance and strength. That's not easy, so kudos to them. There's a little store, like I say, in the Philippines, no matter where you go, even the quiet area, you can get off and walk around, walking distance and find anything you need, like food or coffee or juice or convenience store. That's something that you really don't get in the suburbs, in the States. Usually in the United States, you need a car to go to your closest store. But they even got like a laundromat right here. And this is what, a boba tea joint or an ice cream shop that's actually, what's up, man? Ice cream shop that's actually really cool. Friendly. I haven't had my lunch yet, so I'm not gonna do ice cream. But if I would have craved this, I probably would have stopped over there. It was friendly to me. And here they sell corn dogs. I tell you, the buildings are well done over here. See, pretty nice. This green building is actually nice too. Seems like it's an apartment or condo. It's really cool. Look at this building, it's pretty beautiful. The color's perfect, the windows are nice. Even has like a parking. Oh, parking, studio units in the front, that's nice. I'm just gonna make it back to San Paquita Street and walk around the area to see what's going on. The street literally does like a curve. So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what's going on. I tell you, the mode of transportation here is a motorbike. I literally tried to practice a motorbike when I was in Siargao. Failed, literally almost crashed it. So it's not the same riding a bicycle than a motorbike. Like you really have to have a balance and control the speed that you want. So yeah, we're back again in San Paquita Street, and it's probably like the main street of Pembo. We're gonna walk around. It kind of borders also with another barangay and district. So, but let's see what else is happening out here. So there's a detour that would take me straight towards the BGC area. So I'm making a right. Let's see what else can I find in this cool neighborhood. I've always been wanting to come here. You know, I always saw in the map, I've seen people trying to bash the neighborhood, you know, comparing the contrast, but I'm pretty sure these are the best areas that you could come in the metro part of Manila. You see a lot of action going on over here, so even the regular streets, it's really cool. Wow, they sell fried chicken out here. And it's a mixture of the houses with the business in the first floor, which is actually really cool. And it'll take you literally forever to explore the whole Metro Manila, because they got tons of neighborhoods, you know, for you to walk by. And I tell you, all the neighborhoods, they're packed with action, you know, packed with people, humanity, and a lot of cool stuff to go on. So yeah, this over here is looking pretty nice. I do a detour in this regular street because it looks pretty cool. There's a nice, I think it's like an apartment complex. I want to show you guys what's going on. So over here, this building is actually pretty nice. Wow. Oh, how many units is in here? So this is residential over here. It's actually pretty nice, and then it's gated and all that. So I'm sure in the evening it's pretty busy with a lot of people. Maybe during New Year's, because they go like literally hardcore. In the Philippines, they probably celebrate fiesta or party out here. So, but yeah, that's actually really cool. But heading back towards the main street to see what else can I find in this vibrant neighborhood. You can see the vibrancy of what's going on. Or they even have like a food market out here. Then rice, and a little thing that says rice, you know. Rice is like the key ingredient in the Philippines. I think this is where the street does the detour, and it takes me towards the other side. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'll find out. There's gonna be a church towards my left. I just gotta figure how the heck do I cross this intersection over here. Oh, and then what they would say is, welcome to Barangay, Makati City. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Let me see something really quick. So I know you can see it clearly, but on the black side, Barangay, on the bottom it says Makati City, so I don't know if the dispute is still going on between Taguig and Makati, but I don't know. I'm gonna cross towards this way to show you the church. They're mostly like fruit markets. Little supermarket out here. So you can walk to the corner store, and then the iglesia, the church, should be around here. There it is, the church. It's actually pretty big, wow. People can come and do their prayers right here, you know. Nice architecture too. You know. Let me head back towards the main street and keep walking the stretch. And if there's anything interesting for me to show you, then I'll just detour in the street and show you what's happening out here. So, but yep. So I think this is like 2 lanes over here. Like I said, it's literally no sidewalk, so you gotta walk in the corner of the road out here. And the heat is starting to cook in. Wow, there's even a barbershop. Got a barbershop here. This is dope. I might need a haircut. Then more over here. Doesn't seem like it's too busy on this side, like where I was coming from the beginning. But it's still pretty interesting to look at. So I'm gonna walk towards this side because I think there's probably a little tiny bit of shade. That side is literally just baking in 100-degree weather. Woo, so hot. That's why I gotta wear my hat. But yeah, I just found out that I came back from Malaysia and I just found out that it was dry season all the way till September, so it made sense why it was so hot over there. But apparently it's supposed to be the rainy season, but it's still hot. That's good, because if it rains, then I can't really go out and film. So this works for me actually, you know. Wow, I've never seen so many tricycles in the district. Seems like they can make a good business out here, you know, to get around. It's actually like a big neighborhood. Most of the streets look similar, but in this area, the street seems to be a little bit more wider than in the other side. So wow, it's actually really cool. Pembo Health Center, so they literally have it all in the neighborhood. Got this, they got like a motorbike. Oh, this is like a church too. Got a lot of church out here. Look at this motorbike. So you got like the 2-wheelers in the back, so that's actually really cool. Then you got the little alleyways. This will take you to the other side, a shortcut. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the architecture of the buildings out here are reminding me of some of the architecture in Santurce and Puerto Rico and San Juan. Like it's a similar vibe, like the buildings, the walls, you know, level up with the first floor of the houses. I guess because it's a tropical country, so it makes sense that they build buildings like this are made of concrete and cement. But yeah, I tell you, the heat is starting to cook in. I gotta do it, man. I'm out here, so why not make another health center? It's a nice looking building. Wow. And I tell you, the streets are well paved. And they're actually pretty clean. So they do a good job to maintain the community over here. Oh, they even have a Robinson's Easy Mart. I guess it's like a supermarket or convenience store. I bet that's some nice AC. You go in there and you do your little groceries with air conditioning. Oh, there's another church ahead of me. This side is gonna get more interesting to see. You know, they got the wires and then they got like all the buildings and the developments going on right here. So gonna see what's happening and then make a detour towards the other side. Walk towards where I enter in the neighborhood. Tomachada, what is this? Only 39 pesos coffee. It looks good. That's literally like, I don't know, like 60 cents. It's crazy what you could get around. And I tried some of the coffees around Barangay and they're, not only that they're cheap, they're actually really good. Same quality as you could get in an expensive coffee shop back in the States. Way better than Starbucks. I boycotted Starbucks, so. But yeah, there's tons of other coffee shops that you can get instead of Starbucks. This is called St. John of the Cross Parish. Nice, I think it's Catholic too, or Christian. Oh, it smells like bakery, and it's right here, Bread Walk. Wow, that bread looks really good. Seems like they make it fresh in the back, I'm not sure. That's actually really dope. This is crazy, even in a neighborhood like this, they got a 24-hour McDonald's. That's good, so if you're craving, I don't know, a burger or chicken, you can come over here. So if you're craving a burger like 2 o'clock in the morning, you can come out here and try the food. And I gotta tell you, the McDonald's over here, it slaps. It kicks way better than the McDonald's back home in the States. Like the menu is wider, they got like more varieties and stuff, so yeah. The McDonald's is in the borderline. This is another barangay over here. Amapola Street, it's called. So see, well, it's actually a modern McDonald's too. So this is the end of Pembo, then over there is another barangay. So now I'm gonna walk over here and make it towards another street and make a left. I think the street is called Cadena de Amor. It's a Spanish name. But yeah, really cool district they got over here, you know, Pembo. It is kind of small on the map, but it's actually big and wide. Well, sir, friendly. This is what I love, that the people, they just smile at you, you know, especially if you're a foreigner. So respectful, you know. And compared to other countries, they love the cameras. They love being on camera. So the tricycle driver, he passed by and he was like smiling and waving at me. Over here, you know, nothing crazy, just mostly like houses pile up next to each other. But they're well done houses. Here we see Market ahead of me, which is a massive mall in BGC. So it's just crazy how it's right next towards that district. I think Market is owned by Ayala. And then next to it, they got the SM Ahora Premier, which is a nice looking mall. So this street is Cadena de Amor. Pretty much similar to the other streets. Gotta tell you, I've noticed so many barbershops out here in Pembo. All over, they got like little tiny barbers. And I've seen videos of bloggers getting haircuts and, you know, they charge cheaper than in the States, but they do like a good job. And some of them, they'll even give you like a massage. So that's something that, you know, you don't get back home in the West. Unless you pay a little bit more money. Oh, here they're developing, they're gonna build, I guess, a house. So like I say, when you come to neighborhoods like this, humble people, but they're always, you know, working hard, you know. They do their best, you know, to keep the neighborhood and the communities thriving. Gotta love when the tricycles, they pass by and they see me vlogging, they're like looking backwards. That's actually funny. And I think a lot of Filipinos, they try to avoid the heat, and I'm the only one here. If you see them out, they usually use an umbrella or they fan themselves. So, you know, look at this house, beautiful with the blue color. There should be a couple of more blocks and I'm gonna do a detour and exit towards the other side near where I came. So this is the little street that I'm detouring. It's kind of reminding me of the hotel I stay in Sapa, Vietnam. You know, Sapa is literally up hills, but this is gonna be violent for me because it's really hot and then we're going up the hill and doing cardio, so, but it's really cool to look at. I'll show you. You get this. I guess it's mostly houses, and then if you go to San Paquita Street, they got a lot of business out there that you can walk and see what's happening. Motorbikes, of course. There's even a dog across the street. I think the next one's where I gotta do my turn. The street over here is called Tambuli Street. That's where I gotta make a left. And it should take me straight towards San Paquita near the entrance, Pembo. So cool, they got a basketball court here. I love Taguig, nice. And this is the busy intersection where I was coming earlier, so make a right and I should be going up the crazy hill. This is where I started it all, right here, San Paquita, Pembo. So I'm gonna walk all the way back towards BGC area. Once I make it over there, then I'm gonna wrap up the video. As you can see, a lot of motorbikes, colorful streets behind me, you know, and just a local community out here, so, but yeah. After a while, I'll tell you, the heat just drains you pretty bad though. Look at the community out here. All the action that you're getting. And they got a market right there. Oh, they sell bananas, oranges. More, it's gonna go even more steep up the hill. They even got a shawarma doing. This is where you see, oh, wow, look at this. Tasty. The food looks pretty good over here. Gotta watch my steps. I'm in love with this entrance and exit of Pembo. This vibrant, the fact that I gotta share with the cars, but I love it out here, you know. Real cultural outside in another country, so. And here you can start seeing all the high-rise buildings of BGC, SM Ahora Premier. Perfect for me because I'm gonna go inside and get some air conditioning after this heat. The traffic out here is horrendous. You can see all the cars out there, but then I'm crossing the bridge or the Mayor Highway, then I'm back again where I started in BGC. You can see it over there, modern buildings versus the neighborhood I was walking with the highway. No matter where you're going in the Philippines or in Metro Manila, there's a lot of traffic jams all over. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over here, wrap up the video. I'm probably gonna get a water or something to refresh myself because it's so hot. Here they got a semi-bus station and jeepney station over here. I guess they will take you to other districts around the area. You know, a lot of locals, they be commuting like this. I wonder if this will shortcut me towards Market. So yeah, this literally shortcuts me to Market. And like I say, a lot of food stalls over here that would take you straight to the massive mall that we got over here. This is part of the station here with the restaurants, the jeepneys. There's a lot of people over here, a lot of action. And fruits. This is the mall, Market, and they have like a outdoor market too, but the mall is just monster and massive out here. Oh, they got some nice looking t-shirts over here. So that was the end of my video exploring Pembo out here in the Philippines. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.